Our next guest is a multi-genre, multi-platinum, multi-tatted recording artist. You can see him live on his Beautifully Broken Arena tour starting in August. Tickets are available at jellyroll615.com. Please welcome Jelly Roll.
Water, baby.
Oh, my God.
Yes.
This is so... What do I call you? Do I call you Mr. Roll? Do I call you Jello?
I never heard Jello. I prefer jelly because Mr. Roll sounds like mistletoe.
Yeah.
And it always confuses me. I want to start kissing people.
I know. Well,
And I'm already a big hugger. You know what I mean? You can't have me kissing, too.
3 ribs were just broken over there. You know, first of all, yesterday Steve Martin was on the show.
Yes.
And he said to me, I told him you were coming on the show, and he said, have you heard the Howard Stern?
Hold on. Steve Martin knows I'm a human?
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
This is awesome!
Is that great? But it is a great interview. No one is better than Howard, of course.
The absolute best.
There's no one better. And it was just very moving. I just got very... Tell them a little bit about this journey you've had. Wouldn't you say you're one of the luckiest, forget the most talented, but one of the luckiest guys in your journey of where you could have ended up?
Oh, absolutely, man. I always say that talent will get you really far, but if you don't got a horseshoe somewhere hidden in you, you're going to be in a little trouble. And lucky for me, I had a rabbit foot in my butt, so I've been able to sneak through pretty easy. It's the short... Can I say that on TV?
You did.
Well, you just did, so...
The short version is, Martin, is that I was incarcerated as a juvenile for some horrible decisions. And I ended up in kind of that rotating door of the system for like a decade. And I had a daughter, and it changed my entire life, man. It was almost like the Damascus Road experience where Saul turned to Paul for me. The moment I was incarcerated, they knocked on my door and told me she was born, and I just wept. And it's like the first time I'd cried, and I can't quit crying now. Now I cry if I see a squirrel in the street. I'm like, the little squirrel! You know, spent 30 years not crying, and now I can't stop.
But when did you start writing music? Was that like as a little kid, like Jane, or was that something that happened in prison? When did you become inspired?
A little bit of both. I was always writing songs as a kid to kind of like connect with my mother because she loved music. And but in jail is when I really started. I had a lot of time.
Yeah.
A lot of time to kill.
Yeah.
So I was like, maybe I should invest this time in something positive, and I wrote a bunch of songs.
Yeah, but you couldn't record. Could you write them down?
Yeah, you could write them down, but we didn't have an instrument, so we would have to like make them on a table.
Wow. What do you mean make? How was that?
You want me to give you an example?
Yeah.
Y'all mind if I try this?
Yeah.
So I do something like that, but just the riff, it'd be like, I'm kind of freestyling, so let me figure it out in my head. Well, I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm sitting by your side. I can't believe I'm sitting with the father of the bride. Hey! That's crazy to me. Hey! That's crazy to me. Hey! I said that crazy to me. I'm in between Martin Short and the lady from Glee. I love you.
That is fantastic.
Oh, that's great.
And when did you get the tattoo? Like, where would a fella like me get an elegant face tattoo?
Well, I don't know about elegant, but I can tell you about cheap. You can get a face tattoo in prison for a pack of cigarettes and some peanut butter.
and that's when you got your first tattoo on your face?
I got my first face tattoo while I was incarcerated.
So then you're out, and how do you then get to be you? What happens between your release and being you? Not overnight?
No, it was 10 years of sleeping in a van and selling mixtapes out of my trunk. You ever been down Times Square and the guy that hands you a CD real aggressively and, like, extorts you into buying it? I was that guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, here's my crappy mixtape. Take it now. You take it, sir.
And then what was the big breakthrough that got you all this attention? How did you actually get a producer to say, wow?
Yeah, well, I just did it independently forever. I just kept writing songs and putting them out myself, and I would just upload them on YouTube, and it started to kind of grow and build something, and kind of just kept getting cool. And then YouTube was a big thing for me, man. 2020, I dropped a song called "Save Me," and it changed my entire life.
I'm a fan.
It was the typical story of a guy that had done it for 20 years to absolutely no avail, and then one song kind of changed everything for me.
And one song really did change everything.
Well, what I found out was I was a decent singer and a really bad rapper, but nobody told me that. I thought I was a really bad singer and a decent rapper, but it turned out I had them backwards for 20 years.
Yeah.
And fans are very excited for your new album. What is the release date on this?
Oh, I'm not supposed to say, but I will. I will say, this is the hint I will give. Jelly Roll's music favors the fall.
Wow. And your new single is I'm Not Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And then what is that referring to?
We were leaving a show one night down in North Carolina. And we were on the bus, and a buddy of mine, a songwriter named Taylor Phillips, and Ashley Gurley were sitting with me, and they said, that was the most emotional concert I've ever seen in my life. And I said, I believe it's kind of a church experience for the lost. I said, what we do at my concert is we make it okay to be not okay for a minute. And right then, we started playing the piano, and we wrote that song at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
It's beautiful.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
And it is a journey of a struggle with mental health.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I wanted to encapsulate, if you've ever really been in that dark hole of depression, it's really hard to say what's happening. And I think music sometimes is the words that we can't find ourselves.
Yeah. Nice. Oh, that is absolutely
Beautiful.
phenomenal.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, we got to pause for something. That's what they always say in town. We got to sell something now. So more with Jane Lynch and Jelly Roll. We'll be right back. I'm here with my two best amigos, Jane Lynch and Jelly Roll. Your Beautiful Broken tour starts when?
It starts August the 26th or 7th.
And you're adding dates?
Yes, sir. We are adding. This is why I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm here to tell y'all that we have added 16 shows to my first arena tour of the 50 cities, United States of America, Madison Square Garden.
You're loaded.
Yes,
You're loaded.
I am, and I just came off the fully loaded tour with Bert Kreischer. I'm having a great week.
And also, you're going to my hometown, I guess.
Yes.
Ontario, that's where you're from.
Well, from Canada, yeah.
It's my first time being allowed
Well, it's Canada.
Okay. Aren't you from
Canada is like
Ontario?
the United States, you know, except in Canada, when you share a tattoo needle, you can get hepatitis A. Thank you so much. Never been prouder.
You know, this is my first time in Canada. This was
Really?
a really big deal that they let me in. It was really cool, man.
Oh, you're gonna love Canada.
It was really cool.
Yeah.
It took America 38 years to let me leave, and now I got to convince other countries to let me come.
But it is exciting. You're gonna love.
I'm nervous. I got some Canada questions. I've never been.
go ahead.
But first of all, what's the language?
Well, it is a bilingual country, you
Yeah?
know. Okay. But everything. So, like a stop sign is stop and then arete.
Yeah.
So it's in 2 languages.
Now this is the important one.
Yeah.
What do y'all call bacon? Because we call y'all's bacon Canadian bacon. Do y'all have American bacon?
No. Canadian bacon is a thicker bacon. Yeah. But
do y'all
if
just
you're
call
just
it
having
bacon?
bacon and eggs, you have bacon. Yeah.
So y'all still call it Canadian bacon in Canada?
No. Yeah, we do. Wow, are we backwards, I guess. I don't know what to say.
Am I the only person confused right now?
But Canadian bacon, I don't know. Well, I always called it bacon.
Canadian bacon is like ham.
Yeah, it's a little
It's
thicker.
thicker, yeah.
What I'm saying
Boy, I'm
is...
going to get a million letters as a Canadian, not knowing anything. What's the
I love the
capital of
bacon.
Canada?
The capital of Canada?
Yeah.
Don't do this. They might not let me in, Martin. If I
Well, you know it's Ottawa.
Yeah, it's Ottawa. It's Ottawa. I'm going to Ottawa.
As a kid, I was once watching the Olympics, and I was so excited because we were talking about Canada, and I was watching it through Buffalo, and they said, and this skier is from Ottawa. You know. Well, this is, now you told me that there's a ritual you do before each show.
Yes,
and this
sir.
is, I've seen this clip, but it's quite hysterical. Tell us about the ritual before the show.
Well, the ritual started with just a prayer. And then one of the guys in the band, after we prayed, said, turn up. And the next tour, one guy said, after he said turn up, the next guy said yee yee. And then the next tour, some other guy said something after that. So what started as a prayer has now turned into like an 18-minute ordeal where everybody gets a little say. And it somehow is spun into us singing the Cool Running song.
I think we have a clip of this. Can we show this?
God, we know what we do ain't right, but one day it will be, God. You will get the glory for it. In the name of Jesus, we agree.
Amen. Turn up. Yee yee. Let's go play stagecoach with our friends. Feel the run. Get on up. It's my friend time. Cool Runnings. One band. One sound. One band. One sound. Woo.
That's great. Now, let me tell you something. There is a massive crowd of your fans outside, and they've been here since 8 a.m.
Yes.
Way before I got here.
I wish I'd have known. I'd have swung by before
Well,
I went to
it
sleep.
feels like they deserve a chance to ask some questions of you. So who do we have
His
there?
shirt is incredible.
Hi, my name is Trevor. Huge fan, Jelly Roll. I have a question for you. You've touched so many people's lives and are on so many of our playlists. Who's on your playlist? Who's impacted your life?
Oh, great question, man. Thank you for asking, Trevor. Y'all don't make fun of me, but I am a sucker for 70s music. Waylon Jennings, Willie Nelson. I am all into James Taylor, Jim Croce.
Oh, yeah.
This is my playlist.
Yeah.
Yep.
My playlist.
Mine too.
My playlist.
Yeah, that's mine.
All right. Anyone else?
My name is Madeline, and I wanted to ask, what's your favorite song that you've ever written?
Ooh, goodness gracious. It's like picking a favorite kid, and I have one. I just can't tell it.
Exactly.
Little recency biasm here. It's probably I'm Not Okay because I'm seeing the immediate impact it's having right now in real time.
Great song. Good song.
My name's Adam. This is so huge for me. My question is actually for Jane. I am a huge Glee fan. Huge.
Me too.
Believe it or not. Ryan Murphy had hinted at a reboot, or as I like to call it, a Glee boot. Any comment? And I mentioned I love Glee.
Oh, well, you're so typical. You're so typical of our audience.
He looks like he watched it in prison. We might have been cellmates.
I would love to. I don't know of one, but I would love to see her. I think the world needs another Glee.
I think so too. Do you keep up with anyone that you knew in those days?
Oh, yeah. I still got so many friends from my old neighborhood
Really?
in Antioch, Tennessee. Yeah, I still collect calls from jail all the time. They got iPads in there now. God, they're spoiled.
Oh, yeah. Well,
They're watching this, by the way.
They're watching it tonight?
This is basic cable. I love y'all.
Hey, guys. Now, tickets to Jelly Roll's Beautifully Broken Arena Tour are available at jellyroll615.com. And you can watch him co-host CMA Fest starting tomorrow on Hulu.
Yes.
And season 4 of Only Murders in the Building, of course, the great Jane Lynch. Premieres August 27th, also on Hulu. We'll be right back with music from Jelly Roll.